Good evening, everybody. This is an awesome Thursday evening. I think it's Thursday. My days and nights have been running so far into each other because I've been working so hard. But I am so happy and grateful to be here this Thursday evening. And listen, it's a thankful and thoughtful Thursday, and we're positioning ourselves to have a conversation with an awesome young lady who made her decision to be her own boss and to position herself to be a servant to the world and to those who know her. Her name is the great Germance Durst. She's awesome. She's out of Texas. She is a realtor, and she also is a representative for an awesome jewelry company. I want you guys to know that in your lifetime, things may not always look up, things might not always be the best for you, but it takes you knowing that. It takes you knowing that you have to go through the fire or go through circumstances to make you more. The gold that you wear, the diamonds that you put on, the beautiful cars that you drive, the clothes that you wear. The gold had to be pressed. The diamonds had to be found. The shirts and the dresses had to be mended and sewn together. The cars has to be, assembled in order to see what it is that you're driving or wearing. So if you are a person that's in a bit of a despair at this current moment, you got to know, strive to see yourself past where you are because you have purpose. You have purpose, and in order to be in the perfect place possible that is intended for your life, you have to know that there is a process that has to go underway. You have to go undergo a process. You have to go undergo a situation that gets you to the best place. As a baker, young ladies, you guys, you cook or you clean in order to get that awesome meal. And have the carrots in place, the greens in place, or the bakeries in place. It takes creating, it takes mixing, it takes baking, it takes heat. So to know what you're made of, you have to go through a bit of a heat situation. And you have to know that fire does one or two things. It does either melt you or it spreads you apart, or it mends you together. And either way, it tests you. It tests you to see what you're truly made of. And I'm paraphrasing Martin Luther King discussed in his quote, the measure of a man is not really based on the place of comfort. It's based on what a person deals with and goes through. So don't let the current circumstances be your end all be all. You didn't start here, and you don't have to allow yourself to end here. The things that you're currently dealing with, don't lower your posture for that. Don't allow certain things in your life to cause you to leave where you're supposed to be. Kings and queens, you have to stand in the position of authority and strength. You are the captain of your life. You're the captain of your ship. You're the captain of your mindset. So I need you to understand that your life is meaningful, purposeful. And whether anyone at this level of your life would understand it or not, you can't worry about that. It is very important for you to know that you have a purpose and you have a promise. You are influential to someone. You're influential to someone. Just think about this. There are people in your life, or there are people out here in this world that have not made a move because you haven't made a move yet. But anyway, this is a conversation for another day. I'm on tonight because we're going to introduce this awesome young lady by the name of Germance Durst. She's out of Texas. She is, and like I said, also a realtor. She sells homes. So she positions people to be in a better quality of living space. And also she actually has great jewelry pieces I've had a chance to experience. She had some great things that I was able to do for my mom for Mother's Day. And so she is in a position to help you out as well. So after our introductory music, listen, you get a chance to hear from none other than Miss Germance Durst. And Kouch is actually brought to you by Standard Mag. Standard Mag, as we give encouragement to the entrepreneur and also give hope to that common man. We are the authentic storytellers. We give oxygen to the entrepreneur and the community. And at the same time, we are the voice for the culture. We're looking forward to speaking with Germance once our music is over with. So it's happening today on the Kouch. Kay's Couch. We'll be right back. Germance Denise Durst. How you doing? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. I was jamming to that music.
Well, thank you so much. I am so happy to have you here again. The Case Couch is brought to you by Standard Mag. We encourage entrepreneur and give hope to the common man. Thank you so much for being here. So, how has your day been? I know off air you told me that you guys had just closed on a really great property. How was that process? How was it?
The process was good. It was long, but over the last year and a half, things have taken a lot longer than they used to in real estate. So
Okay.
in the past, we could have closed on this house in about 4 to 6 months, but it took us about 8 months to close on
Okay.
it. But
Okay.
hey, I closed, so that's a
That's all
blessing.
that that's all
That's
that
a
matters. You
blessing.
close, you got through the process. So as a business person, and we'll talk a little bit. I got a couple questions I do want to gear into concerning the jewelry portion of your business and what it is that you do. But I want to know, like, as a realtor or as a business person, when you have these type of processes, what keeps you grounded or motivated to know that this is going to happen? This is going to happen for me. I know this may be a question that I didn't have set aside, but as a business person, I know been acquainted with certain circumstances like this before. So to stay positive and to stay in the best place, when things take a little longer than normal, what type of mindset do you have to keep you positive?
I have to keep a positive mindset, knowing that my father is going to allow me. He already has plans for me. And as
Gotcha.
long as I recognize him, then I know that I am going to be okay. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to have to climb the mountain.
Right.
But what it means is that when I'm climbing that mountain, I know that if I keep my eyes on him, then I'm going to get to the top of that mountain.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is just when things seem to take a little longer than normal, you have to have the faith in the one who has given you the life to keep you going. You have to have the faith to know that this is going to happen. Doesn't matter what it looks like. I know the Father has got me covered, so I know this is going to happen. Is that what I'm hearing?
That is exactly what you're hearing. And like I said, the road is rough. I have to walk on some hot rocks sometime, but I know that they're going to cool off. They're going to cool off.
Absolutely.
And I have been a serialpreneur since 1998 for a long time.
Wow.
And
Wow.
so my motto, when I started, I said I needed a motto. And I said my motto was Philippians 4:13. And that is the success of my business. And
Wow.
no matter what advertisement or what I do, I always end with Philippians 4:13 because that is true. And if
Wow.
I keep that in mind, then I know that I'm going to get through whatever it is that I'm going through.
So you said that was Philippians 4:13. Let me see if I can find that.
I can do all things.
I definitely want to make sure. I know you know it. I know it too. But you know what? While I was on air, definitely gonna pull it up, and I want to
Okay.
read that and said, "I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Notwithstanding, ye have well done that ye did communicate with my affliction." So you don't really allow yourself to be one with just your affliction, but even if things arise, you keep that focus and that positive mindset to know that I'm seeing past the current circumstances, to know that whatever I have before me is going to happen.
It is going
That.
to happen. And I'm human. I
Mhm,
forget sometimes and allow things to take me in the wrong direction. But
mhm.
I quickly bring myself back.
Okay. Well, I mean, everybody does, Jermaine. Everybody allows themselves sometimes to get in a place to where that we drift. I've drifted. I've been in a place sometimes. I've had a momentary lapse of, allowing the fleshly situations to come upon me to kind of allow me to stutter step a bit. But then I have to quickly align myself back to know that I can do all things. There's nothing can stop me when I decide to make up in my mind, that I can do whatever it is I need or want to do. When I'm hungry, no one has to tell me to eat. If I want to go to the store, no one has to tell me to get in my car. So when things arise, we choose sometimes to pay attention to what's immediately happening at that time. So listen, this scripture is just a reminder of what it is I have inside of me. So I can appreciate that positioning. So tell me this here, Jermance. Number one, I'm glad to have you here. Glad to finally get an opportunity to have a sit down with you. Being a serial entrepreneur since 1998, that is really a phenomenal thing. That is, whew, what is about 30, over 30 years. Like, that is amazing. And so I'm sure you've seen a lot as a entrepreneur from that time to here. So what motivated you to position yourself? And I know this, we're coming into the jury line, but I want to ask, because right now I'm talking to someone that has a seasoned mindset in being a business owner for over 30 years. So tell me this. So what positioned you to make that decision in 1998 to really serve yourself, to be your own boss? What was in your mind? What made you do that?
Corporate America.
Okay. Talk to me about that.
Prior to that, I worked in corporate America for 26 years.
Wow. Okay.
And
Okay.
I was a project manager when I left, working on my master's degree.
Okay.
The company that I worked for paid for me to go to school. They were paying for me to get my master's degree. They paid for all of my training. And I am thankful, I'm grateful to them to discipline me to be able to use the tools that they taught me
Hmm.
and provided me to have my own business.
Okay.
They were in the process of reorganizing.
Hmm.
So they decided to allow some people to be dismissed.
Hmm.
And some of us, they gave us a choice. They told me that I could keep my position. All I had to do was go downstairs to HR and let them know that I wanted to stay, but I would be staying at a lower pay rate.
Hmm.
I already had my real estate license, and I said, I don't think so. So they told me that if I left, they would continue to pay me for X amount of months, and they gave me a package. Plus, they gave me my retirement. I wasn't of retirement age. I was God, but they
Wow.
gave me my retirement.
Wow.
So that set me up to not to have to worry about starting my own business and trying to build a retirement nest.
Wow.
They gave me a retirement nest when I left there after being there for 26 years.
That's phenomenal.
Because not only did they provide me with the retirement, they had another program to where when I invested in it, they would match it.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
I I'm grateful for them. And
Okay.
I'm glad that they chose me as one of those that they gave a choice to. You can stay and make less money, or you could leave and take your retirement package.
Hey,
So,
listen, ain't nothing like a retirement package to me. So I
no,
mean, that's awesome. But it did. So what was meant, to be something that if you took it as a derogatory perspective, it would have really had you down in the dumps. You would accept it less, or you would have compromised your position because of, certain things you may have felt like you needed, but you made the choice to go forward. And then going forward, it actually paid off for you. So from that point, you did have a real estate license. You worked, I'm assuming, through that time. But now we are in a position currently right now that you are into jury, and you have some very beautiful pieces. Shouts out to Matthew's Business Network. We was in the call the other night, and you mentioned that, some of the pieces that you have, there was a piece that someone had in a famous award show. So
Yes, on
uh,
the Stella Awards ceremony on Sunday, which was a religious award ceremony.
wow,
Yes, she had on
wow.
the piece that I had on Monday night on the Zoom meeting.
Oh, that is amazing. So that lets me know that we are in the right place. So currently, right now, you are doing Jewels by Tracy Lynn. So I know from what I can see, from what I can tell, that you're a very classy dresser. You're a classy person that likes to dress. You like finer things. That is amazing. So what caused you to from real estate, and you still do real estate, but why did you choose, jewelry? What position you to do jewelry and, in the jewelry line?
Jewelry, just like leaving corporate America, wasn't in my plan. Jewelry wasn't in my plan.
Okay.
I one of my someone that I knew, who her son and my daughter went to high school together, and I
Oh,
had not seen her in nearly 10 years. When she joined my church, and she was
okay.
selling the jewelry. So
Oh,
she
okay.
asked me to host a home show for her, which I did. I
Hmm.
did about 2 or 3 shows. And because I know a lot of people, uh, she did well at,
Wow.
she made a lot of money from the people that I invited to the show.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
after each show, she would tell me, she said, this money could be yours if you partner with me. And I
Mm.
go, I know, but I don't have time. I'm busy with my real estate. But she was adamant. She would not give up. She just kept after me until finally I said, okay, I'll do it.
Mm.
And so I like wearing the jewelry, so I figured why not make money off of it.
Okay. Okay. So how long have you been doing the jewelry by Tracy Lynn? How long you been doing this?
Since about 8 years, since 2013, I
Oh,
started.
wow. So I
So
do see behind you, you got some pieces that you got us a couple of displays.
I
So
have a couple of pieces. I have, which was my things, some handbags.
I, s- I see the pink handbag. I think that's a red handbag
And
behind
then
you.
there's a red and black one next to it. And
Right, right.
yes,
That is they were beautiful pieces. So what piece inspire you the most? Like, how do you know to choose the right pieces? And just kind of curious about that.
for myself or for my customers.
Both. You can share both if you don't mind.
I like silver,
Okay. You like silver?
so pretty much any silver piece of jewelry, I like it. And the majority of my customers, especially my church members,
Hmm.
they like bulky jewelry because they want to dress up to go to church. So when I go to church, you know what I wear. I know what they like, so that's what I wear to church.
I
And
love
every
that.
time I get a new piece, I make sure that I wear it, and they be looking for me.
They're looking for you.
They're looking to see what I have on, and the
Okay.
majority of the time, I sell what I have on.
Oh, that is amazing. Now I got a question, and we'll be wrapping up soon. But I wanted to make sure that individuals know who Germance Denise Durst is, and also the huge representation that you do for Tracy Lynn's Jewelry, and also being an awesome promoter on real estate, doing your real estate business, and being able to do and serving people, solving problems, positioning people to actually live good and also look good, really. And so I definitely love that. There's a piece behind you, a turquoise piece. Tell me about that pearl piece.
This is a
Yes, tell me about
yeah,
that.
this is a turquoise pearl
Yes.
necklace.
Okay.
It's a 5 layer. pearl, and it has the matching earrings.
Yes.
And this piece is less than $40 for both. And
Wow.
I have it in a variety of colors: black, purple, turquoise, pink and green. You name it, I have the colors.
That is beautiful. So you
Thank
got,
you.
so that would be a reoccurring piece that you could have for someone.
Yes,
It is a reoccurring piece.
everything that I have is available to sell.
Very well. Okay, good, good. So I like that piece. He said it's less than 40. I might be actually reaching out to you about that because I got somebody in mind that I could probably give that to.
Okay.
I love that piece. Oh, to your left, there's another one on the end. What is that one?
To
All right,
my
so okay.
left.
Yes, to your left, right there on the end, right on the end.
Okay.
Right there, yeah. What is that? Tell us about that. Tell us
This
about that piece.
is a gold.
Okay.
I don't want it. Can
Yes,
the
yes,
gold
yes.
because the gold. You see the bling in it.
Yes,
It
I
wants to
do.
take over the picture. I was trying to get it to where you could see it well, but the bling is so blingy that,
Wow. I
well,
love that.
maybe you can see it there. Okay.
I could see it. Yeah, I could see it.
And it
Absolutely.
has matching earrings
Absolutely.
as well. And
Absolutely.
this piece is, you get the earrings and the necklace for $65.
Oh
And
wow.
the earrings are just like the round circles, but of course they're smaller to
Wow.
fit as a stud on your ear.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
And
this is a eye catcher.
I can see why it would be an eye catcher. That is very nice. And I see that you choose your pieces very, very selectively to fit personality and also to fit the posture of the person. And that is amazing to have an eye like that. So to kind of wrap up to see that Germance, you are an amazing businesswoman who has been in business now for almost or over 30 years. You've seen a lot. You can counsel and have conversations with a lot of people, and also you have a lot to offer. And I want to thank you. I want to do this because not too many people get an opportunity to receive thanks for what they sacrifice to do and be. I personally want to thank you, Germance, for choosing to not for choosing to not taking a lesser pay. I want to thank you for positioning yourself to be a realtor and a businesswoman to represent the Black culture, the Black women, in the best way possible to learning and knowing how to network. I want to thank you for choosing, to be a part or an ambassador of Tracy Lynn's because so many people out here, including my mom, would not have had an opportunity to get those luxurious pieces out of your collection. So please, from me to you, I want to thank you for your choices that you've made in life. Thank you for choosing you to be here with us today. I want to thank you for that.
And thank you. I give all my success to God,
Absolutely.
because if He had not put it into one of my church members to encourage me to get my real estate license, which I didn't even want to get my real estate license, but he
Mm.
kept saying, you need to get your real estate license. So I did.
Wow. Wow. Well,
And so even though I put it on the shelf, I had it. But God knew all of this was going to happen.
he
He knew that
did.
I was going to need something to fall back on,
Absolutely.
because I had
Absolutely.
had my license probably for about 3 or 4 years.
Wow.
And I think in that time, I may have sold one home because I
Wow.
wasn't pushing it.
Wow.
But
And
I
let's
picked it up. And that
pick it
first
up.
year of being out of corporate America, I've made almost as much money in real estate as I was making when I was in corporate America,
That is
because I pushed it.
amazing.
I
But
took my training from USAA and I applied it to my real estate business.
that is amazing. You just told me a mouthful and a handful. Then you can have the tools. You can have what you need to be successful. But if
Mhm.
you do not choose to do the work,
You have to do the
then
work.
you have to do the work. Oh my God. Thank you for that conversation. Thank you for that because you have to do the work. So many people think that you can just be whatever and don't do the work and that you live off talent alone. No, you have to do the work. So that comes
You have to
from
do the work.
that
I get it.
comes
Even I am not a morning person, but my clock, my alarm goes off every morning at the same time, and I drag out of bed.
wow.
You may
Well,
call me and you may say, I'm sorry for waking you up, which most people do, but I'm awake. I'm just not a morning person. So eventually my voice will wake up. But you have to be disciplined. I
you got to
get
be
up
listening. Okay.
and get my coffee and come to my computer and
Well,
turn my Christian music on, and I'm good.
and you're good. Listen, I am so again. I want to thank you for your choices and your decisions and for the things that you've done to get to where you are because there's a lot of people in this world would not be where they are or well where in the jury or living in the home that they're living in if you would not have made those decisions. Again, on behalf of those people and behalf of me being able to connect more with you, thank you so much
And thanks
for
for
that.
having me.
Absolutely. So listen, Case Couch, listen, it's been an honor. It's always a pleasure to have you guys listening in, checking in. Listen, pretty soon, within the next 7 days, we're going to be uh, bringing a lot of our guests from here of Case Couch into the clubhouse. We'll be starting our room next week and that'll be a whole different significant conversations is the name of the room, and we're going to be talking a little bit more significantly about topics, mindset, business, and we'll be sharing with some of the heavy hitters on the clubhouse arena. So I'm excited about that. And so Germance, you have an opportunity if you're on or if you're not on clubhouse yet, we'll be bringing you in on, so I'll be letting you know. You get a chance to kind of premiere your business and things that you're doing, and also talk about mindset and the ways that it takes or the things that it takes in order to go from one level to the next. You are phenomenal. Please don't let nobody change your mind about that. I'm telling you, you're phenomenal. You're phenomenal. And so
Thank
listen,
you.
absolutely anything that you want to end off with us, you are a 30-year vet in the game on the entrepreneurship. Is there anything that you want to share with us before we go?
Keep the faith.
Keep the faith. Hey, listen, we can end off with that. Listen, keep the faith. Don't let nothing steer you away from how you see your life. You need to know that your life matters. You matter. You matter. Listen, this is K Rev on K's Couch, and we've had the awesome Germance Durst on the couch today. Listen, live, love life and live love. That is the only way to be. And so we'll be looking to see and talk with you guys next week. We got a heavy week coming up next week. I have some people to confirm today. So listen, we're going to have a good time. So listen, have a great weekend. This has been K-Rev on Cage Couch, sponsored by Standard Mag. Hang out with me real quick, Jermaine, after we get done. All right?
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Y'all be good. Thank you. Case Couch.